Hi all, welcome to the Far Side of Normal, home of Supernatural the Cleaners. I am Stacy, the creator and your host. First things first, I'm in a parking lot at my physical therapy, but hopefully we'll get through this video and it won't be too loud. I want to talk about a episode of Supernatural that I don't really hear a lot about, or I don't hear fans discuss, or maybe I'm just out of the loop, but it's one of my favorite episodes. It's As Time Goes By. If you remember the episode, it is where we get the introduction of Henry Winchester, the Men of Letters, the Batcave, aka the bunker. We get introduced to Abaddon. We have a lot going on in one episode. It's kind of a setup to the direction that Supernatural goes in after this. Let's break it down. First things first, I appreciate that we get to meet Henry Winchester. And I love that he's a steady Eddie and exactly opposite of Sam and Dean. Even John Winchester. I appreciate that we get to meet Abaddon, who's a Knight of Hell, so we learn about that story arc, and it's a setup. I also appreciate the Retro Fabulous. We get a flashback in time. We get to see kind of what happened to the Men of Letters, and then we get pulled to the present day. Oh, and as an aside, Jensen and Jared look absolutely beautiful in these episodes. They look rested and tanned and just magnificent. I don't even know why. Anyways, I digress. Okay, back to the episode. It is also how we learn about what happened to John Winchester's dad, because we were under the assumption, or John was, that Henry just kind of walked out on his family. We learned that that wasn't the case. All of the Men of Letters perished, and now we know why. We also get to see the interaction between Sam and Dean and Henry, which makes me smile, because Sam, as usual, is willing to give him a chance, hear him out. Dean is having none of it at all. And it also makes me smile because you get to see a side of John Winchester, even though he's not in the episode, that you don't think of. When they're in the hotel room and Henry's whistling that tune As Time Goes By, which I love, he says that John Winchester used to have he scared the snot out of him, or the bejesus or whatever. But to imagine John Winchester as a boy and scared of anything is making him more human, you know? That was cool. I also love the music, and the wardrobe of Abaddon was everything. It made me laugh when she kind of ganked the shirt that says "The Devil Made Me Do It" from the cute little goth girl in the comic book store where the Men of Letters Batcave used to be. And then when Dean looks dead at Henry and says, "Who are you not calling?" he was 1000% done. That made me chuckle. I also appreciate how much Henry knew, and then combined with Sam and Dean, they kind of knew everything. Even though Henry died at the end, which kind of hurt my heart, I appreciate that we got to see their interaction with their grandfather. They got to learn about the Men of Letters, that there were legacies, which that's pretty awesome. But the Batcave, when Dean opened the door and says to Sammy, "Sammy, I think we found the Batcave." It just made my heart sing. Going forward, there is going to be a lot of time spent in the Batcave. And I love the bunker set. It is absolutely unbelievable. One day, I'm going to own a bunker. I don't know how or what it's going to look like, but one day, people, one day, I'm going to own a bunker. In the meantime, that episode was cool. It had everything: the flashbacks, the flash forwards, the music, the wardrobe, the sets, the setup for the direction that Supernatural would take. The boys still go on the road with hunting, but mostly they are in the Batcave, aka the bunker, and that becomes their home base, which is something we've never seen them have. Bobby's house was kind of a bunker, but it wasn't their house. Do you know what I mean? That's what makes As Time Goes By one of my favorites. There's a lot packed into an hour, and it's a setup for a whole new direction of Supernatural. And we again expand the universe. Now we don't just have heaven and hell and demons and angels. We have Knights of Hell. What the what? But it's brilliant, and I appreciate it. So yeah, that's it. As Time Goes By, one of my favorite episodes. Go back and watch it. I think you'll appreciate it even more. It's Wednesday, you guys. We're halfway to hazard. Hang in there until next week. Sweet Deans and Sweet Sams. Bye.